And today we'll try to finish off with the self-service procurement. There are no major setups for self-service procurement. The most of the configurations, I can say 4 or 5 configurations are there. If you done the configuration, that would be fine. Okay. And first of all, we should go with the PPT slide, and later I will configure the self-service procurement in the system. This is, in short, this is also called as SSP, self-service procurement, SSP. Okay. In if you compare this self-service procurement in R12, it is called as a iProcurement. It is called as a iProcurement. Okay. And so these are the specific configurations that we have to do as part of the self-service procurement. So you have to define information templates, and then the descriptive flexi fields for information templates, and profile options and catalog hierarchy. And apart from this, we need to define the different types of categories, that is local category and Punchout catalog, and then information catalog, that we are going to discuss here. Okay. So I can say 4 or 5 configurations that we have to do as part of the self-service procurement. Okay. So normally how the flow it will look, coming to the iProcurement, nothing but self-service procurement in Oracle Fusion. So what the requester will do, requester are nothing but a preparer. What they are going to do is they are going to select the particular item from the catalog content that we have created. So we have 2 types of requisitions in iProcurement, that is catalog requisition and non-catalog requisition. For catalog requisition, you will be creating a categories, and then you are going to put the items under that category. So the requester or preparer can directly go into that category and can select that product directly. And then after creating the catalog, so the requester or preparer is going to search for that item, and he's going to select that item in the requisition, and he's going to review the cart, and he is going to submit the requisition for the approval. Okay. So this is how the flow it will happen in iProcurement, and it is the same flow it is there in self-service procurement in Fusion as well. So first of all, you will be creating a catalog content, and later requester or preparer is going to find that correct item in the catalog, and then review the cart, and then check out the cart, and then approvals. Okay. After that, order creation, and then receiving the material from the supplier. So the flow is normal as iProcurement in R12, in self-service procurement also.
Sudhir, I lost your connection, so can you please repeat the last 2 slides?
I'm just talking about the flow. In R12, we will be creating the requisition. To create the requisition, what we are going to do is we are going to find the item from the catalog, and once the item, we are finding the item in the catalog, then you will be associating that item to the cart, and you will be reviewing the cart and submitting the cart, and then approvals, and then purchase order creation. So it is the same flow which is in R12. So here also it is the same flow, self-service procurement. And then coming to the procurement, iProcurement, the catalog content will plays an important role, because how flexible that you are defining the catalog content, that much flexibly the employees, the users can directly go into that cart in that catalog, and they can select the item, and then they'll check out the cart very easily. Okay. And this is, we have already discussed how you can create a catalog content, and I have taken a Flipkart example in a earlier class. So to select the right product, what we have done is, so we have navigated to different catalogs. We have navigated to different. So look at here. So I want to purchase a mobile from Apple, and that too I want to purchase from Apple. I want to purchase. Let's take 6. Okay. So this is where our item is actually under that category. Okay. So to come here, you have to select electronics category, and then subcategory as mobile, under that brand as one more category as Apple. Under that, you'll be having the products. So to come here, we navigated to different categories, that is called as navigational category. That is called as navigator category, and whatever the product that you are selecting here, this is called as a purchasing category. This is called as a purchasing category, and this is, we have already discussed, and I have explained you how to create a categories in the system. Okay. So you can take this example, and you can create your catalog content. So here, how many segments that you have to take? You have to take a segment, one segment for electronic category, and another segment for mobile category, and another segment for brand category and another segment for model. So here I'll tell you like this. You have to take while defining your catalog flexi field, category flexi field. You have to take a category as one segment and subcategory as another segment, and under that you'll be selecting the brand. So brand is one category, and after that one segment, and after that you have to select the model. Okay, so how many segments you have to take? You have to take 4 segments. So for each and every segment you need to create a value set as well. You need to create a value set. For category value set, what are the values that you are going to put? You are going to put electronics, men, women, baby and kids, home and furniture. So these are the values that are going to put under your first category, the first segment, that is category segment. If you go to the electrical category, you have again subcategories like mobiles. Okay, so while you are creating the value set for mobiles, while you are creating the value set for the subcategory, then you have to select the subcategory as mobile, and then special exchange offers and Flipkart exchange exclusive mobiles and new popular. All these are the subcategories. So that's why you need to take one more segment for the subcategory, and under that you have to select the brand. Okay. And you have to create a brand value set. Under the brand value set, you need to put the values as Samsung, Lenovo, Motorola, okay, Apple, Asus, Honor. So all these are the value sets that you are going to keep under your brand segment. Okay, so this is the way you need to define your catalog structure. Okay, so this is, I have already explained in previous concept, in the previous classes, and again I am explaining you, because the category creation will plays an important role in iProcurement. Any questions? Okay, so these are called as a browsing categories. To purchase the actual product, you will be navigating to electronics, and then under that mobiles, under that Apple, Apple you will be selecting the iPhone 6. Okay, so that is called as a browsing category. That is called as a browsing category, and the actual item that is called as a purchasing category. Okay, so the browsing category is optional. It is really optional, and if you wanted to have a browsing category to segregate your items, then you can use this. Otherwise it is optional. So your purchasing category really matters. Okay, and coming to the catalog, this catalog hierarchy, which is an optional setup, nothing but you can later at any point of time also you can go and you can configure this catalog hierarchy content. Okay, so it is not a mandatory setup to start with the self-service procurement. And even I think you can understand using non-catalog also we can create requisitions. Okay, any questions? And then give me a second. This slide is really matters. And after that, we'll discuss about the different types of catalogs that we have. And I'm talking about the local category. Local category you can relate with stores category in iProcurement. So you can actually put all your items under the local category. Nothing but you can put all the master items under the local category. Otherwise you wanted to display only the agreement items in the local category also, that is possible. You can only display, suppose there is a blanket purchase agreement, suppose there are 100 blanket purchase agreements are there. Out of 100 blanket purchase agreements, you are having 50 items that has an agreement with the supplier. So that 50 items you can put under the local category. Suppose if your requester want to place any order, so simply he'll go to the local category and he can select that particular item and he can place an order. Okay, so you can put all your master items in the local category. Otherwise you can put only agreement related items also under the local category. Okay, and then this is a Punchout catalog. So most of you are aware of it. What is a Punchout catalog? Suppose your administrator is not maintaining any of the item information in your iProcurement page. So what we are going to do is we are going to navigate to directly the supplier page, and then you can select the product from the supplier page, and you can bring back those items to your cart, and then you you can review the cart and you can check out the cart. That is nothing but the Punchout catalog. Suppose, let's take a Flipkart example. Suppose I wanted to navigate to the Flipkart site and I wanted to select few items in the Flipkart site, and I'll bring back those items to my cart. So that is possible with the Punchout catalog. And coming to the connections with the other supplier portal, so the connections can be established using Oracle XML and then CXXML protocols. These are the two protocols that actually the Fusion is recommending. Fusion, I can say release 9, it is recommending Oracle XML and CSXML protocols. Okay, so using the Punchout catalogs, what you can do is you can navigate to the supplier site, and you can select the products from the supplier site itself, and you can bring those products back to your cart and you can check out the cart. Okay, that is Punchout catalog. Any questions?
So here, do we need to implement supplier portal as well, like by selecting the product from the supplier site?
For Punchout catalog, you no need to configure any supplier portal. So the supplier portal is exclusive for supplier acknowledgement. So here in our case, just we are going to the supplier portal. I mean to say, I'm sorry, I think I'm using supplier portal terminology. That's why you might be confused. So I'm just trying to say is you can navigate to the supplier page. I mean, suppose if you take Flipkart, any e-commerce site, you can navigate, you can select the product and you can come back. So there is no relationship between your supplier portal when you are talking about the Punchout catalog. Okay, so just we'll go to the supplier site and we'll get the items and we'll review the cart and we'll check out the cart. That's it. Okay.
So I mean, my question is like, if you go to the supplier site, then we select the item. How do we bring it to the Oracle page? I mean, somewhere that connection has
actually, happen, right? Connection will be there. Suppose if you wanted to navigate to the Flipkart site while creating the Punchout catalog, we are going to provide an URL. So when you click on the Punchout catalog, then system will automatically route to that URL, and from that URL you can select the items.
Okay, fine.
So that navigating to that URL and then coming back to you, the self-service procurement, that is handled through these two protocols. Okay, and yeah. And coming to the informational catalog, so suppose just now we discussed about local catalog and Punchout catalog, and the third one is informational catalog. Okay, so this is informational catalog. Look at here, the name itself, informational catalog. So you can maintain informational catalog to spread some news across your employees. Suppose you wanted to make your employees to be educated on the travel policy, then you can create an informational catalog for your to maintain your travel policy to understand. Give me a second. So the informational catalog you can create. Suppose let's take you want to educate your employees on the travel policies. You'll create a travel catalog, nothing but an informational catalog, and the employees can go to that catalog and they can understand the instructions and policies related to the travel. Okay, and also there is an example and how to order the products also. So you can also provide an instruction to their employees how to order the products as well. So we have three types of catalogs, that is local catalog, Punchout catalog, and informational catalog. Under the local catalog, you can maintain all your master items. Otherwise, you can maintain only the items related to your blanket purchase agreements as well. Otherwise you can exclude few blanket purchase agreements. Suppose let's take there are 10 blanket purchase agreements are there. So you don't want to include one blanket purchase agreement items in your local catalog. Yes, that is also possible. You can include agreement items here and you can exclude a specific agreement items also here. That is possible in local catalog. And then Punchout catalog is routing to the directly to by providing an URL to the supplier side, and you can select the items from the supplier side and you can bring back to your cart. Okay. And then informational catalog, you can actually educate your users by creating an informational catalog and to understand the policies and procedures of your company. Okay. So these three types of catalogs you can create in self-service procurement. And then, so I'm talking about the next slide. This is supplier content map sets. Supplier content map sets. So when you're routing from our self-service procurement page to the supplier page, our self-service procurement page to the supplier page. So what you have to do is there will be a naming convention difference. Suppose here we'll be calling an item in some other way, and they'll be calling is the item in another way. Okay, so you can define that map sets. So you have to define this map sets when you're using the Punchout catalog only. When you're using Punchout catalog only, you have to define your map sets. So nothing but, so here if you look at here, so what is the external supplier and what is the external supplier site, and then UAM category that has to be mapped with the internal supplier and internal supplier site and internal UAM and the internal category. So this supplier content map set is really required when you're using the Punchout catalog. So to map to map your values with the internal values with the external values, nothing but your company values with the supplier values. Okay. And then next one is public shop list. This is you can create a public shopping list in your to display in your self-service procurement. So this is, I'll tell you an example. Suppose whenever a new employee joined into the organization, we are actually going to give an employee kit. So that employee kit is going to contain multiple items, nothing but a diary or a pen or a mug or a bag or a book or anything. So for each and every employee, and also you can select the welcome kit option. You can give also welcome kit options. You can give welcome kit options to your employees as well. So this is nothing but public shopping list is nothing but your employees can directly go to this public shopping list and they can select those items. When they select the public shopping list, automatically the items that are listed in the public shopping list, everything will get procured. Everything will get procured. Okay. So look at here. This is a collection of items available for the preparer and requester in SSP. So what happens is when you're ordering for a welcome kit contains different items, a diary or a bag or a pen or a mug. So all this can be directly selected with one click. So for that we have to define a setup called public shopping list. And then information templates. The information templates are used to capture an extra information. Apart from the DFF, it is an additional concept which is provided in Fusion iProcurement. So information templates are nothing but whenever you are creating a non-catalog requisition, you are trying to capture an extra information. Which is not sufficient. I mean, with the existing values, you are not able to capture that information. In that case, you can create information templates. Okay, I'll tell you an example for this information templates. So suppose an employee is trying to order a business card. So in that case, you want to get an employee information. In that case, you want to get an employee information while ordering for the business cards. Nothing but you need to know the full name of the employee and designation of the employee and title of the employee and location of the employee. So you wanted to capture this information, the requisition in the non-catalog requisition, which is not possible with the current functionality. So with the information templates, what you can do is you can capture this information. You can capture this extra information in the information templates, and these extra information it will be displayed in the attachments. So whenever you are ordering, once the requisition is created and whenever you are ordering, so this information will be available in the attachments. Okay. Any questions here? So this is nothing but used to capture an extra information. Anyway, I'll show you this in the system. This is used to capture an extra information while creating the non-catalog requisition. And the information template you cannot alone use. The information template either it should be associated to an item or a category or a smart form. This cannot be used alone. So it can be associated to a smart form or to an item or a category. Okay. So I'll show you how we can associate an information template to a smart form in the coming class, in the coming slides. Okay. And the data entered in the information template, which is associated with the smart form, item or category, is available as an attachment in downstream products. such as purchasing. Suppose this requisition it will go to the purchasing, and you'll be taking this requisition and you'll be crossing into a purchase order. So while you are picking this requisition, you will see an attachments, and in that attachments you will see the extra information that is nothing but the information templates information provided in that. Okay. And then, so you can configure descriptive flexi field for information templates. So that I will show you how to define that, how to do that. And then, so managing the smart form. So this is nothing but, so you can this smart forms, it's helpful for creating the non-catalog requisitions. I mean, so if you take non-catalog requisition, you'll be selecting the item description and category and unit of measure and quantity, and you'll be selecting the supplier. So if you want to make any field is disabled or not able to update by the users, or nothing but non-editable, if you want to make any field is non-editable, that is without any form personalization, we can do that using the smart form concept. Suppose again is the unit of measure field. Suppose if you enable a checkbox called non-editable, then what happens is while after selecting a category, once the UM is populated, then user cannot able to change the unit of measure. So this type of functionality that is etched with the smart forms. Okay. And smart form provide the ability to create non-catalog requests with required information automatically populate to order needed items. And let me see, is there look at here. The smart form is a customized form with the field that describes the item being procured by the requester. So you can actually customize the fields of a price or a quantity or a unit of measure or a supplier or an agreement. Okay. So it can include additional attributes through information templates as well. So nothing but you can use a smart form with the combination of information templates also. Okay. So nothing but with the smart form concept. Okay. With the smart form concept, you can make your users not able to update the price